Hello, let's do some mobility and flexibility work. Keep your legs slightly apart, slightly wider than hip width, and start breathing, inhaling upwards, going up with your arms and keeping your shoulders away from your ears, keeping your back long and your abs slightly engaged. Inhale up, exhale down, push your arms down, and bend your legs when you're going up. And shake out to finish and move into the next exercise. All right, keep your abs really engaged, slightly wider than hip width maybe, or hip width apart with the feet. And then start moving your arms up and down, keeping your elbows totally straight, which is very important to get the most out of this exercise. Keep your shoulders still down, away from your ears. Your neck is long, your chin is slightly tucked in. Don't look up, look straight ahead. And keep your knees soft. You're not hyperextending the back of your knees. And relax and shake out. Okay, let's do a pelvic tuck. So we are going to exhale, push the arms forward, tuck your pelvis under, making a nice C shape with your back. And inhale, open your arms on the sides like wings and curve your spine, arch your spine a little bit. So press with your hands, elbows straight, and exhale forward, inhale back. Exhale forward, tuck your pelvis under and engage your abs, making a nice C shape with your back. And relaxing, shaking your arms. We bring our feet together, knees together, legs together, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, and engage them. We are doing our side bend, beach ball hold and move through. So we are pretending as if we have a beach ball in our hands and looking to the side of the stretch each time we go sideways and gradually getting lower and lower on the side. Make sure that this is a lateral move and that your arms are not behind the line of your body. Okay, feet wider than hips width and get into fighting stance, shoulders away from your ears, and start twisting your body side to side to warm up the side of your body and your obliques. Your hands are in fists and you're trying not to move your hips so much and trying to stretch the sides of your body as much as you can. Let's do a spine twist. So feet together, legs together, abs engaged, squeeze your glutes. You're turning only the upper part of your body and your head is turning, your neck is turning only as a reaction to the spine and the movement of the spine. So do not turn your head more than your spine is turning, and always aim your opposite hip from the direction that you're turning away from it so that you can keep your hips totally stable in this move. That's the trick to this. Your hips shouldn't move to the side of the twist, that to the side that you are turning. So if you're turning to the right, aim your left hip to the left hand side and vice versa. So continue doing this, keeping your shoulders down, away from your ears, and finish gently putting them down. Let's do some balance work. So hip width apart with the feet parallel. The feet are parallel to each other, so they're not turning outward or inward. And your toes are staying down at all times. When you come down from the toe up position, do not let your toes lift off from the floor. And up again. And up again with your arms and elbows totally straight. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, and balance upward. And try to keep your balance as much as you can through the work that you're doing with your core, which is supposed to stabilize you if you're engaging your abdominals. Arms up and down. Inhale up, exhale down. Hold the last one and come down and shake out. Okay. Legs, feet parallel to each other, toes facing forward, arms coming up as you kick your leg forward, keeping the knee straight and keeping your spine really long. Don't try to kick too high so that you need to lean back with your spine. So try to find a nice starting point and gradually get higher and higher if you can with your leg, keeping the knee always straight and your arms going up and not far behind your head though. So at the up position, at the top of the movement, your arms should be around your ears, and continue kicking and keeping your foot flexed at the front, and change sides now. Put the working leg behind you. Again, both of the feet are in line, toes facing forward, and you are kicking up and down with a straight leg, straight spine, long neck, shoulders away from your ears at all times, even when your arms are above your head. Keep the arms around your ears, keep your chin tucked in, look straight ahead, and keep your foot really flexed. Gradually get higher and higher. Keep your abs engaged and feel the loosening of your hips every time you kick. And when you put the foot down, do not let either of the foot and the toes to come up. You're not rocking back and forth with this move. You're just kicking the back leg forward. Let's do a few arm stretches. Press your hands towards me. Turn the hands inwards and keep your shoulders really down away from your ears. And then press upwards, keeping your elbows totally straight in both of the stretches so far. And really press upwards with your palms, trying to keep them really, really flat. And then get your arms behind you, clasp your hands, and keep your knees soft. Tuck your chin in first before you look down towards your chest, and try to keep your arms away from your buttocks, really keeping the stretching the front of your body, and shake out to finish. Let's do some kicks for our hips and the mobility for our hips. Your hands can be on your waist, on your sides, whichever one feels more comfortable to you. So keep your abs engaged, your shoulders down, and start kicking your straight leg with flexed foot from inside to outside without moving so much, without so much movement on your hips. So kick from inside to outside, keeping your knee totally straight and keeping a nice balance. Now change and reverse this move. Now this time kicking from outside to inside, keeping the knee again straight, abs engaged, core really, really tight, and foot flexed. And do not move your hips as much as you can help it. So move to the other side now. Keep your abs engaged and start from inside to outside and kick, or more like turn. Let's just like say that you're doing a half circle with your leg in the hip joint, and make sure that it's coming from your hip joint, and reverse from outside to inside, and never let your leg to go behind the line of the side of your body. So when you finish, or when you're kicking, the leg shouldn't be behind you. It should be on the side of the hip. And when you finish, shake your legs out. We'll do a cat stretch now. Hip width apart with the legs. Bend your knees, shoulders away. Your head, your neck is following the lines of your spine. So you're not moving your head in this one at all. You are just like tucking your pelvis under a little bit, keeping your core tight, and aiming your mid back towards the ceiling. And keep your hands on your knees, and you can keep soft elbows, but always make sure that you're keeping your ears away from your shoulders, as your shoulders may hike up throughout this move. And continue engaging your abs, and when you come down, stick your bum out. So up, cat stretch, and down with the bum sticking up, and slowly do a nice roll up to finish with this move. We're going to do big body circles now. So open your legs wider than hip width apart, and make sure that your toes are facing forward, your feet are not turned out, and start moving to one side, keeping your arms straight, elbows straight, and your head is following the lines of your upper body. So do not stiffen your neck, do not stiffen the back of your neck, just like follow the circular movement. And now reverse it to the other side. Keep your elbows really straight. Make sure that you're not moving your hips, keeping them as stable as possible, and you're only turning the upper body and making circles with the upper body, keeping your neck soft, following the lines of the circles. And finish by pressing the arms down. Let's do a quick neck stretch. Put one hand over the other one. Do not interlace your hands. And now tuck your pelvis under and pull your elbows together. just pulling a little bit on the neck. Make sure that you put your hands on your skull in the right place, not too low and not too high up. Let's do a stretch for our hamstrings for the back of the thighs. So get into the position shown and keep your knees soft, and you can put your hands wherever you like, wherever you can reach. It can be on your shins, your knees, your thighs, whichever feels comfortable to you, and relax your head down. Do not keep your head up, and start bending and straightening your legs. When you are straightening your legs, make sure that they are totally straight with no bending in the knee. Relax your arms, relax your neck. Your gaze should be almost towards your knees, so do not keep the head up. And then hold the stretch for a second. Hold it, straight legs. Try to get your chest towards your knees closer. And then start again with a move through, and you are bending and straightening. Breathe deeply and naturally, and relax your head. Keep your abs a little engaged, and every time you straighten, you make sure that you're straighten the knees totally. Your feet are together, your knees are together, your legs are together. Continue bending and straightening. Continue. And really relax your neck before the last stretch. Now bring your chest closer to your knees, and then now look up. You may have to come onto your fingertips, or you may be holding on your shins, whichever one hand position feels more comfortable to you, and make a beautiful roll up to come up to standing using your core. All right, let's warm up our knees. So knees together, feet together, legs together. Your hands on your knees, and start circling both of the knees to one side. Keep your core a little engaged, your shoulders away from your ears. And circle the knees to one side, then reverse it. And make sure that you're really making a nice circle with your knees, swaying your hips from side to side, and keeping your ears away from your shoulders, and come up to finish. Cross one leg over the front of the other, and keep your legs straight, keep your abs engaged, and come down with your chest coming closer to your knees and your head tucked in, relaxing downwards. You can put your hands on the floor, on your shins, on your thighs, wherever you can reach, wherever feels comfortable, without bending your legs. So both of the legs are straight. Now change and put the other leg in front of the other one, and just come down. Again, your head is relaxed down. You're looking through the legs, and just as you hold there, try to get your chest closer to your knees, and slowly come up with a nice roll up motion. Okay, let's get into squat position. Feet are hip width apart, and toes are parallel. So we're going to bounce in this position with our arms above our heads. So make sure that your feet are parallel and you're bouncing, and now holding this position. When you're bouncing and when you're holding the squat, make sure that you're sticking your bum out and keeping your knees not going over the toes. So hold this position with tightening your core, sticking your bum out, keeping your shoulders away from your ears, and come out to finish, and shake out. Open your legs wider than hip width apart, and turn your toes inward or parallel to each other, and put your hands wherever you can reach, your head down, and start bending your knees up and down a few times, and then hold the stretch with keeping your knees totally straight, relaxing your head down. And it doesn't matter how low you can get with this exercise. Do your best and keep your legs totally straight, and then start again bending and straightening your legs a few times, and then hold the last part of the stretch, keeping your hands maybe on your thighs, or maybe you can put some books in front of you to support your hands and your arms, and relax your head down. And hold it, and now slowly bring your body up using your abdominals. We'll do another variation of this exercise, and start bending one knee. So keeping the other one straight, bend the knee, bend it, Keep in the same position, and then hold on to wherever you can hold on to. It can be your ankle, on the floor, your toes, your shins, whichever, and pull your chest towards that leg. And then come to center and go to the other side. First, we are bending and straightening the leg a few times, and then we are holding on to the leg wherever we can reach and bring our chest closer to our leg, our knees. And hold this position, hold the stretch, and move to the other side to do the same thing again. So you're bending and straightening. When you straighten your legs, especially when you're holding the stretch, make sure that there's no bend in the knee. You can find another position for your hands that is a little bit more comfortable for you, and you can hold around the knee, around the thigh, around the ankle. It really doesn't matter, as long as your legs are straight and you're getting the optimal benefit out of this stretch. And now we bounce on the other side a few times, bending and straightening, and then pulling our chest towards the leg that is kept totally straight. And now come to center, relax your head, and now heel, toe, come to hip width apart and relax your head down and do a nice roll up using your core to come up to standing. Okay, hip width apart, pull the knee towards your chest with a straight back and a tight core a few times, and hold on to your knees, interlace your hands, and now keep the hold a little bit. Keep your back really straight, your neck long, and move to the other side. So we are pulling the knee in. You can always hold underneath the knee as well if that is more comfortable for you. And then we are holding the second part of the stretch. Pull it towards your chest. It doesn't have to be high. Your back should be always straight. So find a nice position or the nice height of the knee that is not imbalancing you, especially in your upper body or toppling you backwards or forwards. So just like find a nice position and hold the stretch, either your hands underneath the knee or on top interlaced. Hold the stretch with a long straight back and engage your core. Keep your ears away from your shoulders at all times and work on your balance. Your gaze is important with this, especially when you're holding. Look straight ahead to a specific point so that you can keep your balance longer. Hold, breathe, relax. Let's stretch our sides a little bit more. More than hip width apart with the legs, feet facing forward, toes facing forward, and you are using one arm only, just stretching to the side. Make sure that this is a lateral move, and then the other hand with the fingertips reaching downwards on the leg each time you stretch laterally. Make sure there's a lateral move in that your arm is not behind the line of your body. And when you're holding the stretch, try to reach those fingertips on your thigh a little bit lower. And now change sides. We're doing the same thing, looking at the side of the stretch every time we stretch to the side. And continue doing this. Come to center each time though when you come out of it. So come to center and go back down. Keep your abs engaged. Make sure that you're gradually trying to get a little bit lower on that lateral side, and make sure that again the move is lateral. When you're holding the stretch, make sure that you're trying to reach those fingertips a little bit lower on the thigh, on the leg, to get deeper into the stretch, and shake out to finish. Okay, let's get our chair and keep away from the chair an arm's length, and make sure that your knees are either straight or with a tiny bend in the knee. So we are moving through a few times, holding the back of the chair, and then we are dropping our heads, dropping our upper body in between the arms and relaxing and stretching our chest downwards. And then again, we're starting to move up and down a few times. And then we're going to hold the stretch again and really feel heavy when you're holding the stretch. Relax your upper body down, relax your head down. Do not tuck your chin in. Keep your neck a natural extension of your spine and relax your head down. Keep your elbows totally straight and bend your legs now. Slowly do a nice roll up to come up to standing to finish with this move. Okay. Let's do our swimming on the chair for a little bit of balance and mobility. So you are extending opposite arm and opposite leg. And every time you come down with two legs together, bend a little bit, then straighten. Bend and straighten. And make sure that the leg behind you is not turned out and you're keeping it as parallel as possible. And keep your knee as straight as possible. And keep your core engaged. Keep your neck a natural extension of your spine. Do not look up, do not look down. And keep the back of your neck long. And the arms, when they're stretching out, they're straight as well. They're not locked in, neither are the knees, but they are extending away from your body, from the center of your body. And then when you finish, relax down again, bend your legs and do a beautiful roll up to come up to standing. We'll do some calf raises for on the toes, and your fingertips are on the chair to start with, and then you separate when you come up on your toes and put your hands back down on the chair. Make sure that you are coming up all the way really high on the toes and keep your feet parallel to each other. Do not turn the legs out. Look straight ahead. Keep your core engaged. Keep your shoulders away from your ears and squeeze your glutes, squeeze your legs if it helps, and really come as high up as you can and hold it there for a sec before you come down. And when you come down, do not let the toes separate from the floor. And finish with this move. Okay, let's do a little bit of stretching. So get into the position shown and then start bending the front knee and coming up on the toes of the back leg a few times, and then hold the stretch, sticking your bum out, keeping the front foot flexed, arms length away from the chair, and hold the stretch, keeping your core tight. Shoulders away from the ears. And again, we're doing the same thing. The front foot is down, the back foot is coming on the toes when we are moving through, and we are stretching. With this part of the stretch now, extend the back leg a little bit more, and this time do not lift the toes of the front foot. So keep them down and press down with the calf of the back leg and come up to change. All right, now make sure that the feet are parallel to each other and bend the front knee a few times, coming up on the toes of the back foot, and stick your bum out. Keep the front leg straight and keep the foot flexed and hold the stretch, arms length away from the chest still. And then again, we're moving through and keeping the toes down at the front, and we are going to come to holding the stretch and extend your back leg away and press that back foot down and keep it really straight. Both of the toes are down, arms length away from the chair, ears away from the shoulders, and bend the front leg to come out of the stretch to finish. Let's use our chair. Now turn it in the position shown so that you have the support with your hand on the opposite side and move through. Keep your feet parallel in this stretch and make sure that the toes are facing forward. After a few move throughs, hold the stretch and stick your bum out a little bit. Press the back leg down and again move through. When you're moving through, you can let the heel of the back foot to come up and then hold the stretch. Make sure that at the front, the knee doesn't go over the toes. And hold, arch your back a little bit, keep your ears away from the shoulders, shoulders down. And let's change sides and let's turn the chair to the other side. And put your foot down. Again, the feet are parallel to each other. The back leg is not turned out. And we are moving through this a few times to warm up before we hold. And then hold the stretch, arch your back a little bit, engage your core, neck long, look straight ahead, chin tucked in. Hold, and again, move. Move a few times, come to the toes of the back foot. And then when you're holding, make sure that the back leg is really straight and pressing down all the way. Press your heel down. So find a position that is going to make this possible for you. And press down with that heel as strong as you can. And come out of it, shake out. All right, now put one of the legs on the chair. Flex your foot. Keep the leg really straight. and keep on holding to the side of the chair and stick your bum out a little bit until you feel a nice hamstring stretch at the back of the thigh, and change to the other leg. We're not holding this too long, just a quick stretch to loosen up your hamstrings. And foot flexed at the front, stick your bum out and hold this stretch and come out of it gently and carefully. Let's stretch our inner thigh. Put your foot on the chair in the position shown, your toes turning in, and bend the opposite leg and stick your bum out a little bit and put your hands on your knee and hold this position, keeping your shoulders down. If this position causes any discomfort on the knee that is bent, you can always come to a more upright position and keep the opposite knee a little bit bent, and make sure that you're keeping the leg that is stretched on the chair as straight as possible to get the optimal benefits. So now we're changing to the other side. And turn the toes inwards and keep that leg that is stretched really straight, and bend the opposite knee slightly and stick your bum out. Again, if this is causing any discomfort on the knee on the opposite side that is bending, you can always come up to an upright position and put your hands on your waist and keep that supporting knee a little bit bent to get the benefit out of this stretch. All right, finally we are sitting on the chair. So come and sit towards the front edges of the chair. You're not falling off it, but you are coming towards the front, and bend the knee that is going to the side of the lower limbs that is going to be stretched, and come down with your chest. Put your hands on the sides, on the chair, wherever feels comfortable for you, which is going to give you a nice upper body position. And make sure that the knee on that side that we're stretching is as open from the hip as you can make it, and keep the foot on the knee as flexed as possible, and slowly come out of this and gently come out of this. Don't rush this, and go to the other side. The same rules apply. The knee should be as open as you can make it from the hip, and your hand position can be on your chair, on your leg that is on the floor, and make sure that whatever the arm position you choose gives you a nice position on the upper body. And come down with your chest, hold it there, and don't forget one side is always going to be different, and work on this differences and try to balance them out when you're doing double sides on the body. And then now pull the first leg, first knee in for a quick stretch. And now cross it and hold onto this arm as shown on the chair, and twist your body to the back. Look behind the shoulder while you are pulling the knee, holding the knee inward with the opposite hand. And hold the twist stretch and come to center. Still tall in the waist. Pull the knee in for a few seconds to release it in the hip. Hold it. And then cross the leg and hold the knee with the opposite hand. And the other hand goes and holds on the chair, and pull on the chair a little bit and twist your upper body. You're keeping a tall posture. Your core is engaged and you're trying to look behind the shoulder, keeping both of the shoulders down. Come to center and come out of this stretch. As always, pay as much attention to getting out of the stretches as you get in. Now, hands behind the head, one on top of the other, and we are closing our elbows in, tucking our pelvis under a little bit, and now looking up, arching our back a little bit for a quick stretch, and shake your shoulders to be done with this exercise. And then we are going to turn our necks side to side. Make sure that you are not moving your upper body at all. So your shoulders are not moving at all. When you move them, we lose the optimal stretch with this one. So look behind the shoulder and finish. Okay, open your legs and turn them out a little bit from the hip if you want. And we are stretching to one side, making this move again as lateral as we can. The trick with this one, and the most important part, is to keep both of the hips solidly down on the chair. So when you're stretching to the right, the left buttock does not come up. So both of the buttocks stay down. After the move through, we are holding the stretch, Keep the other arm totally straight and reaching for the opposite leg as well. And now go to the other side. We are moving through with the arm, making this a nice lateral move. You can keep your head looking up towards the ceiling or towards your armpit, or you can keep it down towards the side of the stretch, which would be my preferred position. So look down and stretch out. Make sure that the move is lateral. The other arm is reaching gently to the other thigh. And now hold the stretch there. Hold the stretch, both arms as straight as you can make them, both of the hips all the way down. And we're going to the first side again. We're doing the same thing and continue. And hold it. This time we did less move throughs. We're holding the stretch for the same length of time as before. Really hold it. And we are changing again. And moving through with our lateral arm stretch to the side, and then we are going to hold it there, hold it, both hips down, core engaged, and come out of it. All right, come and sit at the front edges of your chair and relax your body all the way down, keeping your buttocks still on the chair, and relax your head down. Let your head flop. Do not hold it up. Do not look in front of you. Just relax them down. Find a nice hand position. Maybe your hands would be coming from inside, from outside, whatever feels comfortable to you. The most important part of this one is to really relax your back and feel the softness of your back, and let yourself go and flop down with your neck and with your back. And when you're coming up, do a nice segmental roll up to come back up to sitting tall on the chair. All right, one hand on top of the other, elbows in, and we're going to do a little bit of neck dancing. So just like make half circles and twisting around side to side with your upper body, with your neck. Pull on a little bit with your hands on the neck. And now close in your elbows and open and arch your back a little bit and look straight ahead, and arms out, put them on your knees. Let's sit down on the chair to finish. Let's take deep breaths, keeping our core, our abdominals engaged, keeping our shoulders down. Relax your back, still keeping a straight back and a long neck, long waist. Lengthen your spine and breathe in and out rhythmically and gently. Do not force your breath, but focus on it. Breathe in and breathe out for the same length of time, or as close to it as you can make. Breathe in and breathe out. You're done.